here's another visualpatterns.org puzzle or growing pattern that I like to show kids near the beginning because this represents linear growth and there's no constant because these are the first 4 iterations of the pattern. So I put them in here as 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll call the iterations the x value, and then the number of green squares are the y value. So kids can easily see that there's a repeating pattern here. There are 3 squares in like an L shape, and that continues because now there are 2 pairs of 3, which is 6, and so on. So we got 9, and then we have 4 sets of 3, which is 12. So again, this is a relatively easy pattern to see, but kids can recognize a horizontal pattern here, which is not always the case with these visual patterns, but here there is a proportionality constant where you're always taking the x value, multiplying it by 3 to get the y value. So they can see that visually, and they can see that in the table as well. So that's an important connection. So then 45 3 times is 135. That's how many green squares would be in the last iteration or the 45th iteration. And then here, when I have an x here, at first kids get very confused because they wonder what to put in here because they don't have a number. But you're asking them over and over again to talk about, well, what is the y value in terms of x? And eventually they'll get used to writing in here the expression that matches. So here I'd write 3x, and so now what's happened is we have the equation built into the table. If the equation is y equals 3x, that's what equation can be seen here. Here is what kids should see when they're out in the classroom and discussing these patterns. They should say, well, every time I have an increase of 1 in the x value or move up 1 step, there's 1 more set of 3. And the number of 3's always matches the x value. So here it's 2 times 3. Here it's 3 times 3. And this is what I would expect students to tell me. And then here it's 4 times 3. So they're seeing this times 3 over and over again. That becomes part of the pattern. And here it's growing. It's adding 3 every time you go up 1 on the x value. Now, you and I might know that's the slope, and that's great for kids to start to understand, but they should also recognize it's only adding 3 every time when the x value goes up by 1. That pattern is obviously destroyed here. But if kids can understand that this is repeated addition, which is multiplication, all that is related. So use this website, get your kids talking to each other. They'll get really excited as they start to understand how to write equations in more and more complicated patterns. So thank you for watching and have a great day. Please like and follow for more. I will have a whole set of videos dedicated to how to have these number talks with visual patterns. It's really important that kids make all these connections. Thank you.